Welcome to Biomech Time. Okay, today we are going to talk the tree energy in human body. And here's a video.
Tree energy in human body. Body features and spiritual and behavioral manifestations. A tree energy type person has a tree's natural character. Spring's warmth lets everything relax, soften, and extend. It is the start of the year, emerging as a sprout from the frozen earth. Tree energy is soft power, but is very powerful. Ancient people called this soft energy the tree energy. So a person who has a lot of tree energy looks like a tree. Long face, long body, and long waist. Spiritual and behavioral wise, the tree energy type person is soft, loose, flexible, relaxed, romantic, strategic, and scholastic. The tree energy type person could do well at jobs that require being soft, loose, flexible, relaxed, romantic, strategic, and or scholastic, such as front desk staff, city planner, event planner, elementary school teacher, writer, novelist, poet, etc. A tree energy type person has a relatively big and strong liver and gallbladder because much tree energy is reserved in the organs that correspond to the tree energy. Lack of tree energy, the liver will become hard and gallstones will develop, both of which are unhealthy. A yin tree energy type person has a bigger and stronger liver, while a yang tree energy type person has a bigger and stronger gallbladder. Due to the controlling sequence, tree energy controls earth energy. The tree energy type person has a relatively small and weak organs that correspond to the earth energy, including spleen and stomach. The power to make plans comes from the liver, and the power to make decisions comes from the gallbladder. A tree energy type person can relatively easily make decisions on starting, probing, scheduling, and extending. A tree expands one ring annually. Accordingly, the tree energy type person can do well in annual planning. However, due to the lack of earth energy caused by the controlling sequence, it is hard for the tree energy type person to solidify these plans and decisions on their own. Examples in diagnosis of a person's state who has unbalanced tree energy. We describe symptoms in diagnosis of lack of tree energy. These symptoms are more severe in spring and during 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Psychosocial manifestations. Lack of tree energy could manifest as not being soft and not being benevolent, i.e., having sharp responses, yelling, teasing, being neurotic, being angry, etc. It can also manifest as a not able to make decisions to start, probe, schedule, and extend, and cannot make plans for the future. Physical manifestations. Lack of tree energy makes a situation where the person is too tense, which can manifest as body symptoms such as pain in the liver and or gallbladder and along the liver and or gallbladder meridians, pain in other body areas related to tree energy, greenish face, sour body smell, hatred of wind, indigestion, cramping, etc. Stretching, shouting, and yelling are all the relevant reflexes for the replenishing the tree energy to relax. They can also be treated as signs for the lack of tree energy. Areas in the body that relate to the tree energy, including liver, gallbladder, areas along the liver and gallbladder meridians, eyes, waist, neck, pelvic joint, and muscles. Any pain, sensitivity to touch, illness in these areas is an indication of lacking tree energy. Liver meridian yin. From the external edge of the big toenail's root, da dun, to between 6th and 7th ribs, chi mun. Root point of the liver meridian is chi mun. Gallbladder meridian yang. From the outside edge of the eye, tong ji lao, to the outer edge of the 4th toe, zu chi yun. Root points of the gallbladder meridian is ri yu. The root point of a meridian is the acupoint on the meridian closest to the internal organ. If there is a problem with the internal organs, pressing the root point will be sensitive or painful. Pulse diagnosis. The standard method for diagnosis of the lack of tree energy is through checking pulse. The tree energy pulse is like a stretched bowstring. The pulse is straight and thin and feels long in length. It stretches due to high tension. In ancient days, people said this pulse feels like the tension created by pulling a bowstring, so it's called hyunmek. Other clues. The small universe of the human body is closely related to the larger cosmos, and problems in the larger cosmos also reflect problems in our own small universe. If there are symptoms of tree energy deficiency in your environment, not being soft and benevolent, such as yelling and anger, let's first check whether we have the problem of tree energy deficiency and whether we have managed to be soft and benevolent. Nature also gives us clues. For example, sometimes disasters caused by excessive tree energy occur in the environment, such as sandstorms. Sandstorms are caused by excessive tree energy, wind, stirring up earth, and the sky is full of yellow earth, which blocks people's vision. Then we see a sandstorm or hear about a sandstorm on the news. We should check whether we lack tree energy and whether we have managed to be soft and benevolent. Methods for nourishing tree energy. Pulse management. We can stimulate acupoints to release bad energies stuck in the tree energy meridians and make space for good tree energy to come in. In a balanced yin-yang state for liver, yin, problems, Da Dun is the acupoint to stimulate for gallbladder, yang, problems. Zhu Que Yin is the acupoint to stimulate. For unbalanced yin-yang state, Zhu Lun Qu is the acupoint to stimulate. Applying pressure at acupoints is a simple way for stimulation. Needling is an advanced stimulation method. Should be applied with caution and under guidance. Heating up body. Applying heat to areas of the body that are experiencing symptoms of tree energy deficiency can increase circulation and help restore tree energy. Regimen. Foods associated with tree energy are sour and nutty foods. We can take these foods to supplement tree energy. In application, we should also consider the yin-yang attributes of the foods, i.e., for lack of yin energy, one should take yin energy food. Here are some foods associated with tree energy. Grains: red bean, harvest barley, wheat, buckwheat, white sesame, and various beans, except for black beans. Fruits: citron, lemon and mandarin orange, strawberry grape, apple, cherry, Chinese quince, Japanese apricots, plums, pineapple, pomegranate. Vegetables: sesame leaves, bamboo shoots. Meats: chicken, pheasant, quail, egg, liver meat, gallbladder meat. Dry fruit: various nuts, i.e. pine nuts and walnuts. Spices: vinegar, fermented essence from sour fruits. Note: the taste of food may vary in different regions, weather conditions, farming and processing methods, etc. Please check the taste of your food to decide its energy. Exercise and activities. We can use basic respiration by the abdominal cavity and stretch the side, waist, and neck to supplement tree energy. In exercises and activities, we should also consider the yin-yang attributes, such as stretching the side waist can help replenish yin tree energy, while stretching the neck can help replenish the yang tree energy. Environment. To supplement tree energy, we can add green color to the environment, such as adding green plants, wearing green clothes, using green colored items, etc. We can also add wooden objects and reduce metal and glass objects, and increase elongated objects and reduce square objects. Listening to bamboo flute, clarinet, oboe music can also help replenish the tree energy. Virtue and behavioral alignment. If there is a lack of tree energy, we should consider whether we have achieved softness and benevolence from the perspective of virtue and behavior. We should use a softer approach in dealing with problems. There's a saying in English called hard heads, soft hearts. Even if you are justified in reasoning, you should still treat others with kindness. Seeing how difficult it is for others, you should have a benevolent heart that truly considers others and helps others within your abilities. Some people need physical help, some need material help, and some need help in thoughts and ideas. Well scheduling helps support tree energy.
Okay, well, there's a lot we bring up in this video, going from, diagnosis to treatment. So I know there's a lot more, right? So in implementation, there's more details. So Angie, what do you think? What else should we know?
Oh yeah, so we saw the video. It's a very good point. Yeah, and then but also I want to recommend about kids height. So you see that your kid didn't grow very well, and then true energy, just as we described, is related to growing up energy too. So then you have to check kids' true energy not good, or we have to supply true energy more, and especially whining or angry, you know. And generally kids sometimes we saw that generally they do whining, but not general, like too much whining. Also during their sleeping they are grinding their teeth, and that is also a good signal. You have to check their true energy.
Yeah, so seems like if you see something tight,
Yes,
which
tight,
is not the opposite of soft, then we have to think about true energy lacking the issue.
Yeah, sure. In my case, I sometimes I can feel like overwhelmed, and the people continue request to me, and then I just say, oh, I can take my time, and I can schedule and then make a reservation. This is, you know, I increase my true energy.
Yeah,
that's because scheduling.
Right, scheduling.
Yeah, and then I can be more kind.
Right. So work on our behavior, like having a good schedule, and then you'll be more tranquil if you have a schedule.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if people see this video and then can link to the normal life in daily life, and somebody really like angry and whiny and grumpy, probably they have a lack of true energy issue, and you can recommend this kind of life habit.
Yeah. And then one more point, and I also found it like eyes are actually related to tree energy, right? So you said to me before, like eyes is first impression, so it's kind of a starting point.
Yes.
So eyes relate to tree energy, and I know many people have bad eyesight. That also means we have to think about how our behavior, being soft and benevolent, will be helpful for that.
Yeah. And not only that, as we can have we can change many environment. So example, we can do screen. We always have to see the computer. So computers screen the background, more greenish background. And then these days, people use whiteboard. You know, white color is a metal energy.
Right, bad for the eyes.
For eyes. Yeah. So if you long time watch whiteboard, and then your eyes can get damaged. And so more like a green color board we need, and some different color like writing. We can use a chalk, the yellow chalk and green color board, and probably much better for eyes.
Okay, that's interesting to know.
Yeah.
A lot of things we're doing nowadays are not optimal.
Yeah.
We can make changes and
sure.
make us healthier.
Yeah, I recommend like those things, and people can feel much better improved. So they don't feel like too difficult, like eye discomfort. They decrease eye discomfort during working. So, and sometimes I recommend like a greenish plant beside the computer. And because you can watch a computer, but also you can watch the greenish plant.
Right.
So that's also relieve your eye discomfort too.
Yeah, so a lot of wisdom in this application. And I think later on we're going to bring out more examples.
Sure. Yeah. We also now, you also looking at us, we brought your trends.
Right. Okay, I think that's the discussion for today.
Yes.
And then we'll see you next time. So let's keep on applying Yin Yang 5 elements in our daily life.
Okay, thank you.